Hello everyone, it's round about 12 o'clock midday and I'm busy doing a little bit of the blanket. I knit until about 12:30 and then go for my lunch, and I'm on to the fourth ball, and this one I'm about quarter of the way through it. So I have one more ball to do after that, and this is getting a bit hard because of the pom-poms are a lot bigger than what I'm normally knit with, so it's making it awkward to hold it in as it's getting bigger, and so I won't be sorry when I get to the end of the fifth ball on this one and finish it off. I can send it to Liz then. But I'm going to put that down in a minute. Just fold it in there so I don't lose the stitches. Down there, and I have had some Happy Meal today. I have opened it. It's from Angela. It was Angela, whose channel is Haunting Going On with Angela, her life's journey, and she sent me this card. There was also payment for something I had sent to her, but she also sent me some Happy Meal with it, and she says she loves my channel, my shows, so I'm going to show you what Angela brought me. What she sent me. I've already opened this, I know what's in it. It's books. That's not actual ribbon on, it's just a picture on the this is my very own cup, the Sheila. It's got my name on the front and the back, and a basket full of all that knitting. That's lovely, Angela. I can't wait to make myself a cup of tea in it. It has all, I don't know, the hooks or needles sticking out of the basket anyway, but that's what Angela sent me. I normally do a Happy Meal. It's a separate video on another channel, but as it was only, you know, it would only be a couple of minutes, I just included it in this video. So thank you very much for that, Angela. That is much appreciated. I love that cup. I'll have to be having myself my next, when I go down to do my lunch, I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee in it. So that was the little Happy Meal that Angela sent to me. I'll put that on top of my, that's it. And just what I was worried about happening, why I don't like using my tablet. I put my cup down on the table and I have my tablet. It's on top of my computer and I have the lid down. If I push it right back and stand it up, you don't get a good enough picture too far away. So I bring the tablet a bit forward and bring the screen down on my computer and put it on top. And then I put something in front down the bottom of the tablet to stop it from falling over. But I've just put the cup down on the table and it's shook it a little bit and the tablets just fell over. And that's another reason I'm going to have to get a proper stand for my tablet, because I do have other stands, but they don't make it stand straight up like that you need to do a video for. It leans it back like that, which means my head's right down the bottom of the screen. You can't really see, you know. That's why I'm working the way I am. But I haven't seen a stand for a tablet. I'm going to have to look around for one. I'll probably have a look on eBay and see what they have in there, and see if I can find a proper screen for it. But anyway, I have been doing some more knitting just to show you what I have been doing. This is one of those little scarves called the Sophie scarf. I don't know whether that must be what the lady's name. I think she has a pattern on Ravelry, I think it is. And it may be her name, that's maybe why it came out, whether she's just called it that, I don't know. But there are lots and lots of tutorials on it's been stolen, this this pattern. And that's all right, using if they do give her credit for the pattern. But a lot of them are claiming it to be theirs, and it's not theirs, which I am going to do a tutorial as well. But I will put Sophie's name on the, say that is Sophie's scarf, that I'm not making it out of my own head. I'm just trying to work it out for myself, to make one for myself. And I have changed one or two things what I've seen from the tutorials. I've looked through the tutorials, and when I first started it, you can't notice it, but down the bottom you increase one stitch. You have so many stitches, and to make the I cord on either side, you knit right to the last 3 stitches, and then you just slip those stitches purlwise onto the needle. You don't knit them. But when you're increasing, it comes to the 4th stitch before the 3 that you slip. You're increasing in the front and the back of that stitch. Well, when I tried doing that, I've done it a couple of times on mine, it was making, I think you can just see a little bit hole there. It was making a hole in the knitting. So I started trying a different way to see if I could make it so you didn't get that little hole. And I have worked out a little bit, but I'm not going to tell you because I will do a tutorial for this. When I've finished my own, I will do a tutorial and show how I did it and how I worked out the stitch. But I haven't come to the part. I haven't worked out how wide it has to be yet. I was tying a tape measure around my neck and that, trying to find out how long to do it. And I think it'll have to be about 50 inches. So probably when you get to 25 inches, I would have to start decreasing instead of the increasing what I've done there. I will have to start decreasing down. So I don't know how I'm going to decrease it. I have looked at 1 or 2 tutorials and they're more or less all the same. But I have just changed a little bit for the increase, and don't know whether I've got to do the decrease in the same as well. But I will do when I finish it and I work out how wide it has to be, which I think I wrote it down somewhere on a bit of, I've lost a little bit of paper I had. I think it needs to be about 5 inches wide. I'm not sure how wide mine is. I'll have a tape measure somewhere. Yeah. I'm not sure how wide this is that I've done up to now. I'll measure it and see. It's 2 3/4 inches. So I think maybe that's 5 inches. I think maybe 5 inches would be wide enough. And I wrapped this tape measure round my neck, because I think you go around about twice with it when it's on. Don't want it too tight, I'm going to strangle myself. And I think that it says 50 inches there. So that's about 50 inches, because you need a little bit like that, because you tie it in a knot like that. But I'm not going to do. So that was how I worked out how long I might need it, about 50 inches. Something like that. So I will probably start decreasing when I get to the 25 inches, when it measures to 25 inches. and that is if I have the right number of stitches for the width. So I'm busy working it out before I'm going to do a tutorial. But when I do work it out, I may do a tutorial to how to crochet one as well for those that don't do knitting. They might want to try to see if it's any easier to crochet it. So that's the Sophie scarf. I have just been doing a little bit, maybe spending about half an hour doing a few rows in the morning on it. So I'll get a little bit more of that done another day. Maybe when I finish the blanket, I might have more time to spend on that. But up until then, I have this. This is what I'll be doing after lunch. I have got all of the pieces finished. Put the neckband on, and I have the button band done. So I'm going to do the button band on here after lunch. But I don't think I'll sew it up straight away. I think I have a white one to do as well, the same size, a 28-inch. So I'm going to start straight away on the white one, and maybe just spend maybe a few minutes, maybe doing one seam and then a bit more knitting, and then another seam and a bit more knitting, because I do get sick of sewing. So I thought maybe if I do a little bit knitting and then a little bit sewing, doing one seam and then a bit knitting, another seam and a bit knitting, it'll not be so boring. That's what I find sewing quite boring, actually. I prefer the knitting. So I do need to pick up, where's my thin needles? And I'm using my 325 on the blanket on these sort of, I like to use these ones for when I'm picking up stitches for button bands and that, and this is my 325. I'm using that on the blanket, so I can't use that, so I'm having to use my ordinary needles to pick up the stitches for the button band. It has to be the buttonhole band. I've done the button band. I will make sure I pick up the same. When I pick up the stitches for the rib, I make sure I pick up exactly the same number of stitches that I've picked up for here, for this part of the rib, for the bottom part of the cardigan, because of when you put the buttons on, you want the buttons on in the right place, so you want the exact same number of stitches. So I'll make sure I pick up the right number here. I was on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I've picked up 13 stitches on the length of the rib there. So I'm going to make sure I pick up 13 on the other side, so that when I put the button in, if I can find it, where's the band? I've lost the band. That's it. Got my wool here. That's so that when you put the button on, they match perfectly, so that the rib finishes where the actual the larger needle knitting starts, so that those two pieces match exactly, because you don't want one piece up there and one piece down there, because it's going to make the rib look odd. So that's why I always count up and make sure I have the same number of stitches on each side, just for that rib part. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll miss one stitch, I think I did on the other one. I missed one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, split that stitch there. 8 is 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, and the last one where the rib is 13. So that is how I picked up the rib, and he picked up 13 stitches, and you can see it's the full length of the rib there. So that'll match perfect with the other side. And then to do the same, I'll pick up my stitches up the centre, and then when I come to the bit rib up the top, I'll make sure I pick up the same exact number of stitches there as well. And that keeps the rib even. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The other side where I've had the rib on there, I've picked up 7 stitches on the rib. And then I'll work out, I want 114 stitches, I think it is, all together according to the pattern. I don't know whether I picked up 140. I'm going to have to count all my stitches up on there now to make sure I get the same number of stitches on both sides. Sometimes it doesn't always work out what the pattern says. The pattern says 114 because it's my own pattern. But I'm sure it was about 111 I picked up on there, but I'm going to count them before I do them to make sure I get the same number. But anyway, that's what I'm sorting to do with that. So I didn't go to my quiz last night. The weather was just horrendous, the rain. And I was thinking about phoning my friend and telling her that because of the way the rain was coming down and that, and it's bad enough me trying to see the road when it's wet, to see it's not actual road, just to see the markings. When the road is wet, it's hard to see the markings on the road. But it's even worse when it's raining as well, and it was coming down in torrents and that last night. And I was going to telephone my friend, but she messaged me, a few minutes later, and she said she thought it was better if we just gave it a miss, because she sees she had been looking at the forecast in her area, because it's a good half hour from where I live. And she says the forecast in her, she says it was going to be torrential rain around about 11 o'clock. That was the time we'll be leaving the pub for me driving home. And she says, I don't think it's safe for you driving home that time. So she got to me first. So we decided we weren't going anyway because of the weather was too bad. But we did have a little dusting of snow this morning. We're supposed to be forecast this afternoon to have some snow, but it's actually sunshine. It's been sunshining today. That little bit snow we had's disappeared, so it'll probably not materialize. It's to the parts of the northeast that's getting the snow, like Durham and those places like that always get it worse than what we do here where I live near Newcastle. So we missed our quiz last night, and it's a pity because we do enjoy it and you always have a good laugh there, but there would have just been me and Anne last night because our son Michael hasn't been very well. He's got picked up some bug, something, and she's saying he hadn't been feeling very well, so he wasn't going to come anyway. So I know for a fact me and Anne would have come last in the quiz, like we usually do if there's just us two. So that's my little bit for today. Keep you up with what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and up to in my knitting and that, I mean, or else what I don't get up to other things. I tell you about the other things I get up to, like my quiz and the bingo and other things. So that's it for now. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.